Hi everyone, welcome back to Alex Siberia's YouTube channel. My name is Emily and in today's video I will be playing with some of the new products from Alex Siberia. I will start off by sharing this beautiful stencil set called Spring Tulips stencil set, and it comes with these 4 pieces so you can create a stunning, very detailed picture of a tulip cluster. So you can see you have some guidelines to decide if you like to use them. I decided to not use them. I have my second stencil here just to see that my leaves were going to be on the inside. Then I also want to say that I am using a A2 size card front, and I have a sticky mat to the back. And I'm using blending brushes from a variety of companies. I believe these are Trinity stamps. I think they have been retired, so they have other ones on their website right now. And you can see here's the stemmen from the tulips, and they fit nicely. And you can see that I am using 2 colors just to get that gradient color of the flower. Also cleaning my stencil a little bit between my layers. This was the most, I think, difficult, if you can call it that, stencil, because you have some areas that will be needing to be green and some that is going to be in the color of the tulip. So you can mask off if you have trouble with those lines. This one is super easy. You can see it's just the florals. If you have all of the florals in the same color, then you will pretty much be good to go in with a big stencil or whatever you have to cover your inks with. So for this one I went with 2-toned flowers, pink and yellow. You can see I didn't do a perfect blending job, and that is totally fine. I will go in over it again and you will see how cute that will turn out in the end. For this one I had really a dark blue color and aqua teal color. Love those colors together. I think it's so pretty. You can see I got a little bit blue to my pink flower, but that will be okay in the end as well. Here is the green stem, and then is the third layer. It's the one that I had a little bit trouble with the first time, so I decided to mask off. And then I could really easily stay inside of the lines. You can see I'm going in with the same color here once more, and I am just trying to use it on the same place as I had the previous color. And then I can do the green after I clean my stencil a little bit. I'm just reusing my masking tape here. This is actually some blue tape I just bought at the store where you get all the paints and tubes and everything for your house. So it's no fancy crafting tape, it's just the one regular one that you can use around the house. And then I have the 4th and final layer. Since I have these flowers in 2 tones, I need to clean my stencil between my colors if I am afraid to contaminate the next flower. So here you can see the pink one and yellow parts. I created one panel off camera, you can see the one in the middle, but I did the flowers the same way as I did the pink flowers that you just saw me do. So I have 3 different panels to play with. For one of them I decided to cut out, fussy cut. There is no dies, what I know of, for this set, so I am fussy cutting. You can see these images are quite large, so it went really fast. I will not make you sit through and watch me fussy cut all of this, but just have sharp scissors and turn the paper and not the scissor, and you're good to go. Then we have the beautiful meadow die set. This comes with 3 different products. It's those separate bunnies and flowers and everything, and then there is a background, and it's also a stencil. So those come as a bundle, but you can pick them up separately. And you can see I just picked out the bunnies for this project and colored them with some ink and some gray ink. And for the inside of their ears I just put in the pink pieces, so they are ready. I will finish off 2 cards here for you today. So I needed 2 pairs of bunnies, and I will share 1 card that is pretty simple, and then I will step my second card up a little bit. So for our second card, I think it was Jennifer McGuire. I'm guessing it was Jennifer McGuire. She's amazing at coming up of all of these fun card ideas. But I don't know what it's called, but I'm gonna go with a card that is standing out or something like that, because that is what it's doing. It's the function of it. So I am scoring a bunch here, 1/2 inch, and then I have 1 inch, and then I will cut these off, and you can see that I will not be needing this tall panel, but I just created so I had enough so I could cut off however much I wanted. So I'm scoring these, you can see, and we will have 1 to the middle here that I'm actually gonna ink up in a second, but you can see we got a square, not a square, a rectangle. And yeah, this is gonna go on the back, and then we're gonna have our card standing, and this will float on the front. Super cool, super easy. Yeah, so I decided to ink up my front panel here and mask off the other side, so they are going to remain white to match the rest of the card. But this is gonna be, you can see I ripped it a little bit, but it's totally fine. I will actually cover the main part of this up, so you will not see that. For the background for one of my cards, I took this Charming Flora cover die. It's an older one from Alex Iberia. And then I also took this diamond, I think it's called Shiny Diamond Stencil. And then I will use some paper glaze Lux. This is Arctic Fox, and it's one of my favorites. So you can see I'm just running that along the stencil, and I will reveal how this looks. So I have that Charming Flora cut or pressed into the paper, and then we will have this on top, so we create a lot of dimension. So that is really nice. For our basic card, I just took this beautiful Modern Stitch, I think it's called. I will have it listed down below for you. I'm a little bit I'm not sure about the name of that one. I have used it a ton in videos, and you probably see it a lot, so it's a great one to have in your stash. For the sentiment for these cards, I'm using the Essentials sentiment die set. It's also a new one. And for our basic card, it's gonna say a gift for you, and I just have that in matte gold cardstock, and I layered it a bunch of time for dimension. It's so dainty, all of these lines, so I couldn't use foam or glue or sort of double-sided foam tape that I love to do otherwise. So I decided to go and just stack all of these up many times. For embellishment, I'm using some clear ones from Trinity. It's my favorite. I have used up nearly all of them. You can see how few I have left. I just love them on floral cards. So this is how our textured background looks when it was all dried. I decided to go ahead and attach it down to a top folded note card, and this is key to getting our card to work. You will see here we have our mechanism. I will just cut it to be the width of our card front, and that is 4 1/4. So that is how it looks, and I will use some liquid glue. This is really strong glue, so I am sure that it will grab onto all of that texture. And then I will do the same thing to the other flap here, just making sure. It was a little bit tedious to do this, but you can look inside and you can see that it is all going to be connected here in a second. Of course it come undone just as I said that, but you can see I'm just pressing it. For our tulips, I cut the bottom part off as well, so I had the green against the green, and our flower will now be standing in the front of our card. We could just have used some foam dots or something to give dimension, but this really makes the card bounce off the page a little bit, and I think that turned out super cute. and it's much more dimensional than just foam. I hope you can see when it stands up, it looks really nice. So you have all of that texture in the background, and then you have our floating tulips, and our bunnies will be raised up as well on top of this, just with some foam dots, and they will just be facing each other. I think they are just adorable. And some rosy cheeks I gave them as well, and I will highlight them with some white gel pens here in a second. And for the sentiment, I chose another one from that Essential Sentiments die set, and it just says best wishes, and I matched it with the same gold as I did for the first project. I finished this one as well with some sequins, so you can really have them as a set to give to somebody. And I think the first card also turned out super cute, but the second one, it just had that a little bit more of a wow factor. So if you have time to cut out your stencil, I think this would be a really nice project to create. I had a ton of fun creating both of my cards today, and I hope you got inspired seeing this video. I will be back soon with some more inspiration. But until then, you can always check out our Instagram account, and there will be more videos here as well. So thank you so much for stopping by, and by the way, all of the links to the products that I used in this video will be listed down below. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!